are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And this returnable for Hill. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Thomas. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times, 3 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 65. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Coat. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Okay, break. Now going in.
Now a handoff up the middle. Coates. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Dolphins at 13-2 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run on first down. Coat. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging. Little tapestry, if you will. Oh, I like it. 3rd and 2. They're going to elect to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 2nd down now, Jarrett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here at Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the left side. Coat, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On 4th down, Thomas. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
60 Vices. Cowboy 80. On the ball, now.
On first down, Coates. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air, Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Coat. He juked him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, Coates. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
19 Tiger, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, Thomas.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He's got room at the 30. And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
They'll run on 1st down. Coat. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
56.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Thomas rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On first down, Coates.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Thomas.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And room there to work it inside the 25. From the 24, Thomas.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Allen. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
60
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Coat, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. On 3rd down, Coat. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Coates, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try the left side. Coat, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd down, Coates, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
Yeah, one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on second and long. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. One final try here for Allen. And this one is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Thomas, throwing to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Coat. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties it with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Dolphins extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
56.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
game. They've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Allen now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2